welcome back. Well, we are continuing our discussion of environmental toxins and new technology to achieve a healthy gut. Dr. Guy with Integrative Health Matters joins us now in the living room to discuss the science behind a healthy tummy. How are you, Dr. Guy?
I'm just great. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes,
thank you for coming.
We're glad to have you. So tell us the two toxic problems that we have here.
Actually, I'm going to keep it simple. There's really just one, but there's two ramifications of it. So I'm trying to make it where I can understand it, which means that you guys should be too. But basically, the number one toxin, as we talked about before, is glyphosate, which is Roundup that's literally in, you could pretty much say, every cell in our body and in a lot of the areas. And it's one of the things that keeps us from being healthy. And basically, what I want to talk about a little bit is what is it about glyphosate that is unhealthy? Well, I'm introducing a new term. It's called tight junctions and loose junctions.
Okay.
And it's got nothing to do with how much alcohol they consume or anything like that.
Okay.
But junctions are the place where two cells fit together. And every cell in our body is next to another cell, and between those is a potential space. And in order to be healthy, you've got to have those cells where there's not a bunch of space between it where stuff can go in and out. And in the gut, we call it leaky bowel.
Okay.
But it's true in every organ in the body, the brain, the liver, every cell has tight junctions. And so the definition of health is simply tight junctions. That's sort of the root cause of problems. And what happens is, if you don't have tight junctions, then you get inflammation, and if you get inflammation, then it goes into, it just is a perpetuating. So how am I doing on that?
I understand. I'm catching on.
Yeah, well, it's a little science lesson this morning, but Dr. Guy is explaining very well, so we're catching on.
Okay, great.
All right.
That's good. So what is a microbiome? Can you explain that for us?
Microbiome, we talked about a little bit about, but it's been a while. But the microbiome is the trillions of bacteria and viruses and all kinds of other organisms that are our friends. And they're all throughout our body. There's trillions of them. I think we talked about, like, there's 70 million cells of our own stuff, and we've got 300 million cells of them. So the question has been, what do they do? And the answer has been, well, we really don't know, but we have found out that our microbiomes don't have nearly as many different kinds of germs in them. And that's because of all the toxins in our soil and everything else. So we've lost that dirt that makes healthy microbiomes, and so that's what we're talking about. Inflammation comes from loose junctions. Okay.
All right. And so I know that we talked about this earlier. How does the supplement Restore help your gut? And what is the supplement Restore for people that don't know?
Restore is an ancient molecule that they've extracted from fossils way down in the ground. It's dirt, but they dig it up, but it's got all kinds of bacteria that lived like 500 million years ago. And in those bacteria, they were kind of doing the same thing all over as they do in our body. And so they have a lot of little chemical messengers in those cells that our microbes don't have. So what you're doing is kind of giving the stuff that makes our microbiome cells happy. And when it gets happy, it allows the ability to communicate. And this is the main deal. When your microbiome cells can communicate with your own cells, that's what makes the tight junctions. And that's the root cause of all of our illness. So this is really digging down to what is really going on.
Exactly.
and I think it's
It
exceptionally
is exciting,
cool.
right? You make science exciting. And, you know, a healthy gut is important. So, you know, if people have questions about this, where can they contact you?
IH Matters.
Great.
That's our Facebook page.
Perfect. Dr. Guy, thank you as always.
Dr. Guy.
Great information there. Coming up on Fox 51 today, Flooring Liquidators explains the difference between wood versus tile floors. We'll hear how you can choose the best product for your home after the break.